this is FantasyEsque and welcome back to The Sims 4 Vampire Amazon with the Salazar Coven. Before we begin, I want to say a very special welcome to my channel members. Thank you so much for your support. I appreciate it immensely. We are picking up with our lovely Salazar sisters during the Throne Jubilation. It is nighttime. We have finished with all of the official things during the day, giving the gifts to the Queen, and then having the Queen grant favors in return. Now we are picking up with all of the itty-bitty babies that have been invited to the castle to meet their mothers and all the siblings that are going to spend time together. The castle is overrun with Salazars at this point, not just to the three beautiful sisters, but the various flippin' sons that the queen has, guys. The various sons. So without further ado, let's dive on in. I think Wisteria has 7 sons, if I'm not mistaken. She is, at this point, the mother of the nation, in all honesty, almost literally. So it's kind of crazy, but going forward, I can imagine a whole bunch of vampires, a whole line of vampires that are going to say, we are related to Queen Wisteria somewhere along our bloodline. Because, you know, her sons, they're going to get older, they're going to breed, and we're going to have Wisteria's genes kind of moving into some of the other bloodlines, especially since a lot of them are dying out and being replaced with cadet lines, like cadet branches and all those kind of things. But let's see what youngsters we can find around here. Now we have some of the other kids, like Duncan Noxar, who has aged up. Duncan, how you doing? How you doing, boy? He's doing fine. Who's this over here? This is a Salazar, I bet you. Cody Salazar. I think he is one of the more recent kiddos. We have Princess Aphrodite. Oh, she's so cute. We need to give some attention to Princess Aphrodite, so let me float over to her side. Oh, princess, you're so pretty. She reminds me of Athena. She reminds me so much of Athena. Obviously, we don't know how she's going to look until she's a little bit older. I think by the time they're children, you can kind of get an idea, but look at her. Does she not remind you of Athena? Every single time. Every single time. And then she's named after a Greek goddess as well, so, you know, just makes me remember her grandmother so much. So we have Princess Aphrodite, and a whole bunch of the kiddos are here in the common room, since this is the room they like quite a bit. We have Ray Salazar. He is one of the triplets. He was born with Cody as well. Hold on a second. Ray. We have Ray right over here with his blue eyes and blonde hair. And who else do we have? Who's this kid? Who is this kid? This is Ronald. This is Ronald Salazar. This is another one of the Salazar boys. He was from the Queen's, I think previous. He looks cool. Look at him. Oh my goodness. I think he has... Ooh, he's got the purple eyes, but that's not what I was going for. I think he has the Queen's eye shape, if I'm not mistaken. His face is very interesting. It looks the most unique out of the boys that I've seen, but I love it. I love it. He's gonna make a bit of an impression when he's older, I'm sure. Okay, who else can we hunt down? I know a bunch of the kids went down into the lower level and some of them went upstairs. So we're going to try and find them and just see them, say hello, so that, you know, you guys get to see some of the children that were produced around the place, even if they aren't girls. So, oh, this is so cute. Oriana and her husband, Lord Art, they're spending some time with each other down here. And it's so cute that she's sitting on this little swing over here. And they're chatting with each other, along with this Galaxia? Yeah, this is Galaxia. Almost call her Saphira. With Galaxia Dragon. So that's kind of adorable. Now, is Oriana related to Galaxia? I know a bunch of these ladies are related. I don't think they are. I don't think they're related. No, they're not. She's related to some of the others. Like, I mean, Yuki's her child, but I swear she was related to some of the others. Like Frederick. I think Frederick is her cousin? Yeah, Frederick's her cousin. And I think Blaze and Luciano are cousins too. Yep. Blaze and Luciano are her cousins. And that's pretty much it for the kids. So she is cousins with some of the Ranarin boys and some of the Salazar boys. That means Yuki is not going to be able to have children in the future with the Ranarin boys, and she isn't going to be able to have children with Frederick Salazar because they are her uncles. But okay, I will leave these guys to their own devices. Do we have any itty bitties running around here? No. Okay, Saphira is not down here. I think Saphira might have gone upstairs. So let's check in the upper levels. Yep. We have Yuki, who's being a little bit upset. I wonder why. She's so angry. But here we go. This is Yuki, Oriana, and Art's daughter, who has recently aged up. So she looks adorable over here. And who else? We might have some kids in... None of them are in the children's tower, or the children's quarters. And none of them are up here. Maybe they're out back? Maybe they're out back. That could be it. Nope. I don't know where they've gone. They might have just run off, or they might be outside. I guess outside, some of them? We have little Beckett. So Beckett is the triplet to Cody and to Ray. So let's have a look at him. Look at him, it's so cute. I love this hairstyle. This hairstyle is adorable. Now let me take a look at you. He looks kind of unique as well. Look at him, he's adorable. I love all these elven-looking children. Although, you would call them less elves, more vampiric. Since these sharp ears are a characteristic of our vampires. But I like throwing them on any fantasy race. In all honesty. So yeah. So Cody has brown hair. Ray has blonde hair. And Beckett has dark brown hair? Very odd. Very odd. But wait a second. We also have Dylan Salazar. So actually, I'm confused. Who are the triplets? We have Dylan Salazar as well. Who the flip are the triplets and who aren't? Maybe we haven't had triplets. It looks like one of the kids. Frederick's in the tub. Okay. Can we quickly check the queens? Did we just spend 7 minutes trying to find all the Salazar babies? I think so. Saphira is dancing in the common room, so that's nice. Who was born in what order? I do not even remember. We had triplets, though. I think the last set of babies were triplets, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, I think one of the boys, Bo, wasn't invited. So Ronald and Bo are the twins. Yes, we know that. And then, I'm fairly sure... Or maybe... Frederick... Oh, this is so confusing. Aphrodite was twins with someone. Oh, Beckett. Okay, okay. Okay, I see. So, it looks as though, I think Frederick was born alone, yes. Then we had twin sons with Ronald and with... Hold on a second. Then we had Ronald and Frederick. And then the queen had Aphrodite and Beckett. And then the last pregnancy, she had triplets. She had Cody, Ray, and Dylan together. Whew, so many little babies to remember. So many. It's kind of crazy. Okay, let's see what the ladies... Oh, so the queen is not happy about that. Queen is not happy, and the queen is going to promptly go ahead and, let's see. Ask what a problem is. Let's do that. Because, Sol, you're not supposed to be sitting on the queen's throne. The queen is gonna... She's gonna lash out at you if you do that. Oh, this drama isn't my fault, at least not completely. I'm allowed to feel bitter about what's happened between us. Yes, you can, but you can't sit on the throne. Okay, let's go ahead and just check to see what some of the ladies would like to get done. Also, hold on a second. Oh, the throne jubilation was successful. Lovely. Now we only have the we have the party going on. And then Zora's just walking around in her sleepwear. But Lady Zelda is in her 3rd trimester. So she's in her 3rd trimester. I'm not entirely sure when she's going to be due. Because I didn't check when she went into her 3rd trimester. But I'm assuming sometime, either Wednesday or on the training day, she should have her baby then. But okay, let's go through quickly some of the whims and see what we can get done. Who's having an awkward encounter? You're not, I think. Okay, let's see. You want to... we could do that. We could do that. I would prefer if you focused on other things. Do we have mystical relics to fuse? I don't think we do. We fused all the ones we had. So let's try something else. What else does she want to do? Oh, well, that's a bit... We tend to have an order for things like that, so unfortunately, I cannot fulfill your desire, darling. I just can't. Give me something... Oh, there we go. Now that's something interesting. Oh, ask baby's due date. Okay, so we can do that. She's obviously interested in when this new one's gonna be arriving. Lady Soul. Use the bubble blower. Yes, we can get that arranged. So you enjoy yourself during this party. And then Lady Zelda. This is cute. I don't really see a lot of whims to do with other Sims in the emotional kind of categories. And oh? What was that? She was feeling flirty with someone. We can't fuse a mystical relic. She wants to prank sound the hand buzzer. Okay, that we can do. That we can do. I think she wants a little bit of entertainment. Oh, can we not? Oh, that's so frustrating. Why can I not get that? There we go. I don't know what was going on. Okay, and the queen... Oh my goodness. This party's getting a little bit exciting. The queen wants to play an instrument. Well, we have plenty of instruments around here. You can play the piano. You could play... Yeah, I think the piano might be nice since everyone is gathered around here anyways. And Zora, you're walking into... Yeah, okay, there we go. She was walking into an object. She wants to become energized. Well, how the hell am I supposed to help you do that? We don't exactly have berries you can eat. And I will have to get rid of these stones pretty soon. I'll do that. Don't you guys worry. I'll get rid of those stones eventually. But let's see. So let's ask due date. Here we go. Let's ask the due date. I feel a lot happier that the children, like boys and girls of this generation, they're actually getting to grow up with everyone else that was born in their time, rather than having the boys be separated and never meet their mothers, all those kind of things. I'm happy it's changing, or it's changed with these guys. Even if we might not spend too much time with the sons, because they won't have big roles, apart from becoming soldiers and commanders, unless, they marry one of the ladies in the future. We probably won't have a bigger role like that for them. But it still makes me happy to see them at least interacting with their sisters and cousins and aunts and all those kind of things. Okay, that made them happy. Also, Zelda, were you having some sort of romantic interaction with someone? I don't think so. Nope, I don't think so. Interesting. Don't know what that was about. But also, the soldiers can't get married to the ladies, can they? It's only the future lord. Only a lord vampire can marry one of the ladies. And Frederick's in line to become the next lord, even though he isn't Oriana and Art's son. He's in line to become... He's Art's nephew. He's in line to become the next lord as the queen's eldest son. So the future queen's eldest brother. Aphrodite's eldest brother. So yeah, it's kind of interesting. Very interesting. Okay, Soul, you wanted to use the bubble blower. So let's come here and do that. Can we change flavors? I would love it if they kept track of which flavor was, you know, what. It doesn't do that. But we'll do some snow flurry. Snow flurry sounds fun. I don't know how that's going to help us, but snow flurry sounds fun. So let's go ahead and enjoy ourselves a little bit of that. Here we go. There we go. Settle down, enjoy yourself, unwind. If anyone else wants to join you, then they may do so. If they don't, then well, that is on them. That is on them. Now, I don't think we have any other... We're going to ignore the lottery. I don't think we have anything else in terms of holidays coming up, except for the training day, which we have a day for that. Like, we have one day until that. So nothing too big. And the next huge thing is going to be in winter. That's going to be the winter escape, which I'm actually looking forward to quite a bit. But obviously, depending on what happens in terms of the babies born between now and then, we might start having a bunch of age ups. Now, I seriously hope we have our last daughter that I want for the coven before the Galaxian spheres start aging into teens, because I really don't want to miss their aging up into teenagers. I really don't. But if things keep happening the way they're happening, we might just miss them aging up into teens, which is going to make me very sad. But once we start moving the children in, then we'll start doing predictions, we'll start having birthdays, so it's going to start picking up, I think, at that point. Okay, Zelda, what's your problem? She has some problem. She wants to prank some with the hand buzzer, and she was going to chat with Oriana, so I'm going to assume she wants to prank Oriana with the hand buzzer. Now, fingers crossed, she's not going to be too... Can I not? I guess you can't. What about Soul? Can you trick Soul with a hand buzzer? No. I wonder why. Normally that's an option that comes up. But I don't see that. Is it because she's pregnant? It might be. Unless, is that something that comes up with the queen? Although, I don't know why you would dig your own hole by tricking the queen with a hand buzzer. Nope, it's not there. She can describe an apocalypse, which I've never heard. But she can't trick with a hand buzzer, so I'm going to have to get rid of that and give her something else to do. And, oh my goodness, what is... Oh, she's feeling squeamish. Apologies, then. She wants to harvest a plant. Well, we have plenty of things to harvest in your garden, I am sure. Let's see, anything to harvest? Well, we have a bunch of things up here. Why don't you teleport yourself? And one of the things I keep forgetting with Zelda is that she has a very high wellness skill, which means she can actually teleport from one location to another, and I don't have to cheat her. Sometimes I can't reach certain rooms, so I just cheat my Sims into that room, but she can teleport, which is perfect. But we want her to water all of these plants. We want her to weed the plants if possible. Let's weed them all and then start harvesting. Now we have a bunch of strawberries that we're going to have to stay away from because we don't want to influence her having a baby girl or a baby boy. We want that to kind of just happen as naturally as possible. Because even though the aim is to have girls, I don't mind the boys in between because I like the variation in age that happens. And that's also why I normally don't have more than one pregnant sim at a time, because I like having that, like a break between the children. And this way, the minimum break is about 3 days, and then depending on if they have a boy or a girl, like if they have a couple boys, then it's a longer break between each girl. I like that. I prefer that. Okay, let's weed. Come on. Come on. Where you going? Where you going, Zelda? You need a weed. Weed. Now, one of the things I have noticed, and I'm sure you guys have too, with our priestesses, when they spend a lot of time doing wellness, they become lax with gardening. And if they spend a lot of time doing gardening, they become lax with wellness, which is a bit of an issue, but to be honest, it's not something... It makes sense though. If you specialize in one thing, you're going to be weaker at something else, especially because we have so many Sims and our attention is usually spread across those Sims. We don't always, we don't always stick or supervise a particular Sim through all their activities, and everyone wants to do their own thing, right? So it does make sense that she wouldn't be as strong with gardening. I hope she's not terrible at it though. She's got level 3, it's not too bad. But her wellness, she's got level 9. She's almost max wellness. That's kind of cool. Okay, don't go anywhere. Harvest all of these. Harvest the plants you have here, woman. Let's go harvest all these plants. And then I need to remove the strawberries from... We don't have any carrots on the lot, so there's nothing encouraging them to have boys. It's just the strawberries I need to be careful of. But those museberries, that's going to be useful to us. Okay. We have 3 museberries. That's going to be useful when the kids start moving in. But okay, let's get these strawberries moved. Let's pop a strawberry. Up there, and there, and there. Nice. So the strawberries, they're special fruits. They're going to be put away here. The museberry, I also kind of want to put away. I don't trust her carrying them because, as we know, this is an issue that happens with a lot of the harvestables. They get lost, especially when the inventory is reset, so we don't want to carry them around. And a death flower, we'll kind of just pop it over there, I think. Can we do that? Cannot do that. Hold on a second. Can I pop this death flower on the ground? Yes, I can. Okay, I'll pop the death flower there. Nice. So she's got a spread of some plants in her little area. So she's doing good. And Queenie. The queen wants to play an instrument. So actually, we don't have anything over here necessarily. Let's get rid, first of all, of these stands that I kind of used during the Throne Jubilation. We'll get rid of those. And then I think I'll get the queen to... Can we actually put her gifts in her chambers? Because we're going to lose them like we lose everything else. So let's try and pop these things up here somewhere. So the machete... Oh, we're going to put the machete there. That's going to be a little bit awkward spot. Oh, these are such weird places. Like, why would you? I don't feel like it's safe to put a flippin' machete on your dresser. Well, you can put a rose there. And then a death flower. We could put a death flower and a rose on her dresser. And then this book that was written for her as an epic. I think we'll pop it over there. That's kind of nice. And then let's see. Where can we put this flippin' machete? This is so difficult. It's not going to fit on those shelves, that's for sure. Can you put it on the mantle? No. It is too big for the mantle. Okay, well, I'm going to have to just throw it on the floor somewhere, I think, guys. So let's find an agreeable place for this machete, shall we? First, I need to pop it down on the ground. There we go. And then, we shall find a spot for it. Okay. None of this is gonna work. We can't exactly mount. But I feel like it's dangerous to put on the floor, isn't it? Okay. I'm wondering, almost, if I can go ahead, move one of these books, perhaps. Like that. And then put the machete there. Hold on a second. Let's try this. What was it? Was that... Oh, come on. How am I moving this up? No, I don't want to reduce the size of the machete. I want to move it up. And that's is not helping me. And I can't even put it on the shelf. Now, I can't remember what exactly you have to do to move these up and down. Ugh. No, don't take me down here. I want to... Whoa. Where the heck did I go? Where the heck did I go, guys? I can't remember how you move things up and down. And I don't know if it's... Should I just throw it in some corner and be done with it? Maybe. I could just throw it in some corner. It won't fit up here. If I shovel things around the dresser, then we have that, at least. This is dangerous, though. I mean, hey, I could put it down here in her end table. Just make sure she doesn't stab herself. Ugh. Yeah, there's nowhere else we can put this thing. Nowhere else. But that also feels unsafe, doesn't it? Hold on. Just give me the machete. Give me the machete. This feels safe, unsafe everywhere, my goodness. What about that? Is that a little bit better? Can we just throw it on the floor? Let's try and throw it on the floor. Nope. Okay. You know what we need? We need some BB. Move objects on. That's what we need. Excellent. And oh, what's happening? Are you going up? Nope. Yeah, not happening. Okay, that's fine. I'm just gonna throw it like in the corner here. This is where she's gonna keep her weapon. Right in the corner. Unfortunately, I don't have a spot to place it, and anywhere else is just gonna stab ourselves. So we'll leave it over there. And if she needs it in the future, she can always grab it. It is at her disposal. We could have thrown it on the dresser or anything if we wanted to, but yeah, nah, we'll keep it there. We shall keep it there. It would have been cool if we had a place to mount it, or if we could put it on the mantle, but unfortunately we can't. But that's okay. Anyways, guys, with that said and done, I'm going to leave off here. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you all in our next episode. Bye-bye.